Okay, I'm live on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram and on TikTok. Now I'm live on TikTok as well. Live on TikTok as well on a Wednesday night. Yes, YouTube. So good to see you. I haven't did YouTube live like this. I'm on Instagram as well and on TikTok on Wednesday night here in Mobile, Alabama. I'm David Ritchie, and so glad to be with you. Hope you'll stay with us for the whole entire time. Probably 30 minutes or less. 30 minutes or less. So good to see you on TikTok, TikTok on live, TikTok live, and as well as Instagram and YouTube and Facebook. So good that you join us. Tell somebody 6:30 here on Central Time. Arlene, so good to see you. Who is that? Billy Gilbert Blossom. Good to see you. So good to see you. So good to see you. Stay with us. Stay with us. I want to talk about something that we don't talk about a lot, but it doesn't matter whether you're a Christian, whether wherever you are in your walk or who you are as a person. But listen, you are this entity. It's almost like you're so huge. You're so huge. And when I say that, I'm talking about your mental capacity, who you are as a being, a person, just by virtue of you being on the planet. Peace from Mobile, Alabama. Yes, 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 yes. So good to see you. It's almost like if you were a corporation, so to speak, you would be a major Fortune 100 type corporation because that's just how big you are. That's who you are as a person. Raytilia, so good to see you. So good to see you. Join me. YouTube. I know it's new to you on YouTube, but join me. Stick with me here on YouTube as well as on Facebook Live. TikTok. So good to see you. Listen, if you were, I actually met you and your family. Really? Well, where are you at? Where are you at? Where are you at, Jimmy? Where are you at, Jimmy? Yeah, so good to see you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. Listen, think about yourself, and a lot of times you don't think about yourself this way as a body, a soul, and a spirit. When you talk about your body, a lot of people are working on their body now. You see the gyms are. Do you know that gyms literally make their whole plan toward people that are not going to come to the gym? That's why they charge low monthly rates or whatever, because they know you're not going to show up. So they get a lot of people on a monthly that don't show up. But everybody wants to work. Eric and Kennedy and I are here for Bible study. That is so cool. That is so cool. That is so cool. So glad you guys join us. I'm talking about your body, your soul, and your spirit. And when you talk about your soul, you're talking about your mind, your thought processes. When you talk about your soul, you're talking about your mind. You're talking about your emotions. You're talking about the choices that you make. And then you talk about your body. What is your body? It's what you eat. You got to sleep. It wants to do things, to make it feel good. A lot of people want to get their massages or whatever. And so a lot of times we feed those things. And that's what I want to say to you. What you want yourself, and you end up feeding one of those three the most. Your body, the outside, you'll give it what it wants. It may like comfort, it may just want to just lay back and chill out or whatever. It like to be rubbed, to get a massage and just really feel good. Sometimes your body feels terrible. The body is the house of your whole constitution. The body is the house. It's like the outside, like your building that you live in. And then you talk about your emotions. You talk about your emotions. You talk about your thought processes. Sometimes you are controlled just by your thoughts. You have multiple thoughts, and some of those thoughts come to you so fast. You end up just thinking. You end up just going from thought to thought to chain, and not having any control over it. And you just find yourself just knotted up in a whole lot of different things. Something to happen or come across you. I was driving. I was driving today on more of the interstate. I was driving on the interstate today, and I'm watching people in front of me. Barbara Johnson, so good. Is that Bobby? Bobby, is that Bobby? So good to see you. A lot of times, and people are like this a lot of times. They're driving on the highway, and you'll watch them. It's almost like they're afraid. And if a car moves in front of them, they'll put their feet up, they'll touch their brakes. They don't stop, but they're ready to stop. It's like the cars around them are controlling them, not them controlling their car. They're watching out. Somebody moving. Somebody, merge in. They put their brakes. They touch their brakes. Like, what am I? So good to see you, Michael. So good to see you, Margaret Long. That's Margaret Long. So good to see you. Facebook, you're not coming on as fast. What's wrong with you? YouTube, where are you? TikTok, thank you so much. So you say your body feeding your body, your soul feeding your soul, and then your spirit. Do you feed your spirit? Your flesh, your body, we call it the flesh or the body. A lot of times you overfeed it. Sometimes you'll let your emotions and your thought processes and the choices you make be in charge because you don't have patience. It's so important in the soul part, your body, and your thoughts, your emotions, and your choices that you make. You have to have patience. Jimmy, so good to see you. Danielle John Lawson, so good that you joined me. Stick with me. Like, share, follow, especially those of you that are on TikTok. Like, share, follow. Those of you on Instagram, the same thing. Just make sure that you're following. Facebook, so glad you joined me, as well as YouTube. You have to have patience in your soul, in your thoughts, learning how to control this thing through patience, not allowing this thing to do whatever it wants, not allowing whatever it wants to come along to jump into your brain, jump into your mind, because you're training your mind. And if you don't train your mind in patience, if you don't train your mind with patience, you'll find yourself always in like a urgent thing, because it has so much going on there. You have many emotions, you have many thoughts. And so if you don't have like a control center, if you don't have like a traffic monitor, the traffic monitor is your patience. And so you use that traffic monitor, which is patience, to control your thoughts, to control your emotions, and then not making fast choices that you regret down the road. It's so important that you understand the training of your thoughts. It's so important that you understand that your emotional, what you call emotional maturity, but I don't think you want to call it emotional maturity as it is emotional monitoring. Monitor your emotions with patience. Look at them as an outside person via your spirit. Your spirit is the one that is supposed to be in charge. Tiffany, so good to see you. Pastor Tiffany, so good to see you. 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 And a lot of Christians or spiritual people or religious people, they know these things, but it's hard to be disciplined sometimes when you're involved in life. And when I say that, you got the widgets, making the widgets things, taking care of the children, going to school, doing all the traffic things we just talked about, all feeding the dog, and all this kind of things you got going on. So while you're doing these things, Michael, while you're doing these things, you'll find your brain is like loose. Your mind is loose, and it'll just go and start all over the place. It's time to go to bed. You're not really knocked out, dragged out, sleepy. So you lay there, and what happens? Thoughts. What happened? You're paying bills that are not due for 4 months, but your brain is going. Learning to sit in a place that may be dark or quiet or whatever, and silence. Learn to train that. What is this? Boo, not even, okay, I don't know what all that means. So glad you joined me, though. You might get something there, Frank. If you allow yourself to be in a quiet, study to be quiet. Study quiet. What does it mean for me, David Ritchie, to be quiet? What does it mean for you to be quiet and to learn to be quiet. That's why the Bible that I follow says for me to study to be quiet. Learn, 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 learn. Learn how. What do you think? This is a drive-through? He said, "Can you pay my bills too?" What do you? But that doesn't even make sense unless you just don't know what to do but type it. So you just type it anything in there. I'm a preacher, so I'm supposed to pay bills. Yeah. You know, if this thing right here is so huge that it'll go anywhere. I'm trying to go to sleep and I'm thinking about something down the road. Why? Because I haven't trained it. It's the same way it is with your choices. You'll go to the store for milk and eggs, and you'll walk out with $150 worth of food. You may or may not need the food. You may not need the food, but because you haven't trained yourself in disciplining this thing, and that's through patience. You go to look at something and you say, "Oh, we need that at the store." Patience. I didn't come in here for that. Patience. When you train your thoughts to slow down and say, "Wait a minute. If I buy this, if I allow you to say, oh, you need that," when I said I was coming here to get milk and cookies, milk and bread or whatever, then I begin to see something else. Oh, I need to get this. Oh, I need this. That's not what you came in the store for. And I'm just using that example that you're training yourself in patience. Train your mind, trick your thoughts. Train your emotions through patience. Train your choices through patience. Can you say patience? Just say patience 3 times. Patience, patience, patience. Because if you don't teach yourself the patience with your thoughts, train yourself with patience in your emotions, train yourself with patience in your choices, what you'll find yourself is you're not getting any higher than that type of activity. You can't get the promotion that you need because you can't get the financial training that you need because you're constantly doing something without patience. You see it, you buy it. You're like the squirrel. You'll see something, you'll do it. See something and do it because you haven't trained yourself in the patience. And see, with your physical body, the body has to be punished. The physical body has to be treated like a two-year-old. The body has to be put in timeout. The body it'll drive you, whatever. You'll eat and you're not even hungry anymore because that's just the body. That's just the way the body is. So the body has to be punished. The body has to be denied. It has to be put at the timeout. The body has to be just denied food. You have to deny it. You have to make it just work really hard. You have to punish it. You have to beat it to its black and blue. Because if you don't, it'll cause you to do things that'll cause you to say, how did I gain 4 pounds? Oh yeah, it was that what oh my God, what is, and you're actually upset with yourself that you did and you did it because your body told you it wanted it. And because you hadn't developed patience, you would go ahead and do what the body told you to do, and now you're upset with your body. You're upset with your body because your body told you to do something that you didn't want to do, and you did it. You're like, oh man, I should. And you the same way what you say things. You'll say things without patience, and you'll say something, Jessica. You'll say something, Jessica, that you didn't mean to say because you didn't have patience. You hadn't trained yourself in patience. And so you'll say something and you say, oh man, I shouldn't have said that. Oh, and sometimes you have to apologize, right, Jessica? Sometimes you have to apologize, right? Anita, I can call you Anita. You have to change your name to Anita, I think, or just call yourself AP. Yeah. You'll find yourself upset with you, Michael, Ratelia, Kennedy. You'll find yourself upset with you for doing something that you said that your body wanted and you gave it to your body. And so if you're not in the habit of punishing your body and putting it in timeout, it would always be in charge. And you'll always find yourself upset with it. Was that keenness? Mahogany. I love that name. I love that name, Mahogany. That's really beautiful. Ray, that's amazing. That's good too. That's good too. Listen, guys, listen. And so, what do you do with your body? What do you do with your body? You punish your body. What do you do with your mind, your thoughts, your emotions, and your choices? You train it in patience. You train it in patience. And then your spiritual, you have to feed it. You have to really feed your spirit. Feed your spirit what it wants. The spirit is supposed to be in control. Your spirit is supposed to be in control. So you put your body in timeout. In your body you punish. Your spirit, you begin to feed it exactly what it wants. What does it want? It wants peace. Your spirit wants peace. It longs for peace. Your spirit longs for joy. Your spirit wants to do what is right with God. It wants to do what is right with the Creator. So you learn what the Creator wants from you. You want to be with the Creator. That's you want to be with the Creator because you are a creator. You are a God, little g, little g. You are a God. So that's why your spirit is in control, supposed to be in control, because you're a God. So you want to be with the God, the God. You're a creator, you're creative. So you want to be with the Creator. You can make things happen. That's who you are. That's who you are. You're a creator, you're a God. Little g, little g, little g. Don't go crazy on me. You're a creator, so you want to be with. So what does that require of you? That requires of you crucifying, putting in time out your body, your spirit, your soul, putting it in time out, telling it what it cannot do. I want my peace, I want my joy, and I want to be in a good position with my Creator. I have to be in the proper position with my Creator because that's who I am. I make things happen. I cause things to happen. I cause things to be created. I was put on the planet for a particular reason. I have to do what I'm called to do. And I cannot just do anything. I cannot just walk a certain way and hang out with certain people. I cannot just do anything that I want to do because I have a goal. I have a dream. I have a vision. There's certain things that I'm called to do, and I got to make it happen. I got to do what I'm called to do. So watch out for that body. The body will get you in trouble. The body will get you in so much trouble. It will get you in so much trouble. Just the sexual part of you, that part of you that longs to reproduce, that part of you that want to be with someone else, to join with someone else in your physical body. It just desires that. It longs. Sometimes it burns. It wants it so much. And if you allow it to do whatever it wants, you'll find yourself in trouble. You'll find yourself with the wrong person. You'll find yourself in situations of maybe pregnancy or diseases, or you with some crazy person or whatever. You'll find yourself overeating. You'll find yourself lazy and not completing your assignments and procrastinating with the things that you're called to do. You have to put the body into timeout and make it do what it's supposed to do. You can do that through intermittent fasting. You can do that through total fasting. You can do that in sabbaticals, moving away, like putting away social media stuff, or moving away from people that you're have fun with. Those, stuck with the dead weight. Yeah. Get rid of the dead weight. The Bible tells us, I follow the Bible. It says to get away from sin and wait. Is that what you're talking about there? You get away from sin and wait. Not necessarily a sin, but it's just things that bog you down. Sometimes people, right? Sometimes it's just activities that you do. Sometimes it's just watching television. You can binge watching, entertainment. Sometimes it's just listening to music or doing that thing that you really love to do. So it's not wrong, but it just hinders you from doing what you need to do. But yeah, flee, run. We don't use that word flee, but it means get the heck out of there. Put your gym shoes on, your running shoes on, and get away from certain people. They'll say, "What are you doing? You going to run? You go to the job?" And they say, "No, I'm getting away from you. I got to get away from you, baby, because you are holding me down. I'm telling you, I got to get away from you." "What do you mean you don't love me no more?" "I don't like what you do to keep me away from where I want to be." You got your body. You got your soul, which is your mind, your emotions, and the choices that you make. Look at three boxes, just like I got three different boxes. And one has your body, one has your soul, and the other one has your spirit. And then look at a circle, and the circle has God in it. The circle has God in it. And I want to show you that the body, the one that has the body in, that square, it's headed towards your soul. And that soul by square, it's headed towards your spirit. And all three are pointing to the circle of God. That's where they're supposed to head. You're supposed to have your body under the soul, have the soul under your spirit, and then have your spirit just enjoying with God and following God, in union with God, learning from God. What do you want from me? What do you want me to do on the planet? And enable me to do it all. Cause me to be like you. Cause me to do what you long for me to do, but I have to be in agreement with doing it. If God doesn't have a plan B when it comes to you, God doesn't have a plan B when it comes to you. God has so much faith that you're going to do what you're called to do. He doesn't even have a plan B. Because you're it. There's no one else like you. I say that all over the world. I say that more than I say anything else. God does not have a plan B when it comes to you. You're so amazing. But you have to get those three things right. You got to get the body right. You got to get your soul right. You got to get your spirit in line. That's what the spirit is. It's alignment. But that body, it can really get you in trouble. Curl head. I like that. Now that'll get your attention there. Curl head. I love that. Who's Bishop Tom Brown? So good to see you. 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 I love you. I love you. I love you. Andrea, thank you so much for joining. You're amazing. You are amazing. You are amazing. It's so important that you get those three. Think about those three. Think about those three, and don't see yourself just as, I'm David Ritchie. Yeah, well, who is David Ritchie? Who is David Ritchie? People think they know you. That's why I say with leaders or my leaders or whatever, I have to hang out with them. I have to know them totally. I got to know who they are in every area. I want them to know me, who I am in certain situations, how I behave. Follow me as I follow Christ. Know who I am. Know those who are around you. Know who they are, because you are a spirit that possesses a soul that lives in a body. And so this outward body, we see that a lot of times. And a lot of times we focus on the body and we give a lot of attention to that physical body. But that's not who we really are. That's why a lot of times, especially with women, they say, I'm getting old, and this is dropping and this is getting this way. And, it's because you start looking at this is me, but it's not me. It's not who I am. It's my house. And you know how it is with your house. Your house needs painting. You got to, get some cracks in the driveway. You got to redo the driveway. You got to paint the house, to paint the fence. You got to get right. So there's the house, because it deteriorates. It just gets older and older and older. And well, that's your physical. That's your physical body. That's why you do keep it up. That's why you do, you fix the lawn, give it a curbside view or whatever you call it. I pray that you get this. 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 Deny your body. Punish it. Put your body in timeout. And here's the deal. Because your body works against you. Your body is against you. It literally fights against you. Huh? Your body, it fights against you. Huh? Now that's something. And there's nowhere you can go that you don't take this war with you. You can be somewhere and you can be after, say, a amazing time you have when, serving and whatever. Jesus Christ is King, repent and be saved, inherit the kingdom of God. Okay, God loves you. Okay, that's good. They're witnessing to Christians. Oh my. And so you'll find yourself, you just had some amazing time, maybe praying for someone or doing some amazing mission trip or whatever. And then your body will have you doing something stupid, something dumb. You can get in an argument with someone because they did something really small to your body. A lot of times people spend hundreds of dollars on their outside of their body, making their body look good. And but on the inside, they're an emotional wreck. That's crazy. It's crazy. I pray that today that something was said that will cause you to look at your body, your flesh, look at your soul, the choices you make, your emotions, your thought processes, and then look at your spirit, and be aligned with the Creator, because you are a creator. You are a God. Small g, but you're a God. Thank you so much for joining me on TikTok, I did StreamYard with Facebook as well as on YouTube. And it's first time, but it's good. And then Instagram. Thank you so much, Instagram and TikTok. Oh, TikTok. I'll see you in the morning on TikTok at 6:30. And we also do Clubhouse at 6:30. Wait a minute. No, TikTok at 6 a.m. Like, share, follow, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much, TikTok. You're amazing. Thank you, everyone that joined me on TikTok. You're amazing. You're amazing. How do I get out of here? Yeah, okay, there you go. There you go. I pray God's peace over you. I pray that you would find peace. And I don't mean just, it feels really good. I mean that peace in the midst of the storm type peace. That peace that you don't even understand yourself. Man, I got peace and I don't even know what's going on here. But I have peace. That's the peace that I pray that you get, that you receive. I pray that you have sweet sleep tonight. That sweet sleep that you wake up and you say, oh my God. I pray that the sleep is exponential, that you get more bang for your buck type thing with your sleep. And I'll see you next time. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May He cause His face to shine upon you. May the Lord be gracious to you. May He lift up His countenance upon you and give you peace. Good night.